think the biggest topic here is the censorship that's happening right now, right? The censorship of social media platforms, right? From what I understand, the fitness industry is one of the biggest targets. I mean, what do you think about that?
Yeah, man, it's becoming a big problem. I mean, not just even in the fitness community. Obviously, you're seeing any channels that talk about like steroids or SARMs or even anything controversial or underground bodybuilding just being like immediately taken down by YouTube. And even to go as far as like not fitness, even like social media platforms such as Twitch, like with gaming, recently one of the biggest gamers got taken down for just saying the word. Obviously, it's kind of associated with being a racist term, but he was talking about another player in the game who looked like a raccoon. So they just instantly kind of applied a 30-day suspension to that guy. So it's like not just in fitness, it's kind of like everyone is too afraid to really say what's going on, and there's no freedom of speech anymore in social media or anything to really just kind of voice your own opinion, which is kind of sad that they're trying to censor everything like that, because it's nice to have those types of channels like Tony, Enhanced Athlete, everyone who's associated with them. I know like Dylan Gemelli, all these big channels that provide, good, valuable information for people that either, are potentially maybe even thinking of taking gear. That way they know the right dosages, the right PCT, the right protocol, so they don't mess themselves up, long term. They know what they're getting into. They know the side effects. So now basically what YouTube did is they eliminated all those great videos that are great informational videos so that people can learn about potential subjects, and they're just leaving it as like a gray area so people have no idea what they're getting into.
Do you think it was also maybe an issue when anybody with a YouTube channel, right? I'm not talking about you right now, I'm talking about just anybody, right? Can make a YouTube channel and start giving information about, let's say, steroids, right? Without being an expert. So there's no way for YouTube to really know who's who, and then that person might give advice to specifically, the adolescents, the young kids, that might want to try because of that. I mean,
I think it's an issue, but I think what YouTube should do personally is, instead of just like removing a channel or a video just right off the bat, I think they should actually have, instead of these bots and, AIs just taking out channels and not actually reviewing the video. I think if you're, in your video basically saying you should take steroids or this and that, basically promoting the use of like illegal drugs or anything, then for sure your channel should be taken down. But if you're doing it from a standpoint of this is like my personal experience with what I've done, or this is some medical studies I found online, and you're just relaying information, I think that should be totally fine. And that's where YouTube should kind of have people go through and review each video before they just instantly either apply a strike or a termination of a channel.
And in your point, somebody can take away your platform because ultimately you don't own Instagram, you don't own YouTube, right? Now, what is your plan as far as that? I mean, do you have a strategy, long-term strategy, how to sustain your point of view without being taken down?
I mean, I really wish, obviously you could start your own website, but there's no income in it. So if you're doing YouTube for a job, which sucks, is because a lot of content creators kind of rely on YouTube maybe as like their sole source of income, which isn't the best idea. But say that is the case, you could, they own the rights to the website. They own the right to terminate you at any time for any reason. Because they basically own your channel. And it sucks that there's no other, high competitors that can compete with YouTube as a website that apply, the ad revenue and everything that you can get from YouTube. So like I said, you could start your own website. That's always a great method. But like I said, there's going to be no income in it. So it's just really up to the content creator. The only other option would be, just to keep going, starting new channels and, doing along those lines. Which kind of sucks, but, initially when you start a YouTube channel, you agree to YouTube's, terms and policies and their guidelines. So you're basically signing away your channel that at any moment they can terminate you for any reason.